Welcome back, everybody. Tom and Richard here, talking about some neat things, some neat algorithms to help you perhaps in your life. One of them is this idea of the script, and I'm fascinated by where the script came from. Do you want to give people a little insight into the origins of the script?
Well, yeah, basically the script, like I've said before, we were born scriptless, and the script is, just to make it clear, is people say, oh, well, there's some good stuff in my script, isn't there? For the purposes of how we use it, this is everything that you don't like, you don't want, and you wouldn't choose. This is negative, everything that's good here. And yeah, we were born scriptless, but how we pick up the script, it's not so much what people say to us, Tom. No one said all these bad things that you got to do. Sure, we can all pick out the odd thing, but overall, we learn by observation. You know, I met this guy once at a talk that I did, and he came to me and he said, "Oh, very interesting what you're talking about in there." And I've been talking about amazing and like getting there. And he said, "Very nice," and he shook my hand. He said, "But not really for me." I said, "Oh, no worries, not for everyone." And I said, "Have you got any children?" And he thought I was changing the subject.
Yeah.
And he got 6 kids. And he said, "Oh, I've got 6 kids." I said, "Wow, 6 kids, that's fantastic." I said, "What's it like knowing that you can never tell your children that they're amazing or they can be that?" And he went, "I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean." And I said, "Well, you just told me that, you know, it's not for you, I'm amazing and there." He said, "Correct." I said, "Well, surely your kids are going to do what you do, not what you say." And that's the really interesting thing about this. We've inherited this, right? No one would choose what's in this script, but we don't. You know, who reads from script? It's actors, and we don't know that we're acting. People haven't got the awareness that it is the script that's choosing. But you've only got to ask yourself, you know, how much of the things that I do on a daily basis, if I could choose to do different, I would choose to do different. And you know, this is running our lives. This is where we're getting incredible success with people, because this externalizes. So basically what happened was, so we get born and we're scriptless. And, you know, what happened was at a young age, and we all did this, we wanted to fit in with the gang. You know, there's the local gang in the street or the gang at the school. And up until that point, you know, we were feeling pretty damn unique. You know, we were feeling pretty much superheroes. I myself, when I was a kid, it was all Robin Hood. I used to think I was Robin Hood. You know, I never walked anywhere. I sort of went like this everywhere. You know, Delan, Robin Hood. And I was pretty much convinced I was Robin Hood. When you meet the gang, like in the street, and they said, "Who are you?" You don't say, "Oh, I'm Robin Hood." Yeah. You know what I mean? Who are you? You take your little bow and arrow and you hide it before you meet the gang. And I say, "Who are you?" And you say, "Oh no, well, I'm just Richard Wilkins." You know, I'm not, because you want to fit in.
Yeah.
We're desperate to fit in, and that's how it starts with the script. And then we compromise on our uniqueness, and then we start doing what other people do to fit in. And the script is written. But I say a lot of this is just inherited, and it comes from our parents, our peers, and our teachers. And we've got the same behaviour that's being passed down. You can see it in the world today. It's what, I mean, do you want me to show you a war? I can show you what a war is. There you go. This is a war. That's it. 2 scripts coming together. You know, when one culture or country is saying, "No, we're right," and another one's right, but all these things go back. They're not chosen. You know, they're not being cool. It's like, you know, most of the problems in the world today, you know, the big problems, coming from people reading from the scripts and being part of the gang. They're trying to please the gang, and this gang's been going for so far back, and no one's just stopping and saying, "Excuse me, what would we choose to do here?" Do you know, like the story about the king, and the king, you know, where you go, "The king is in the altogether way, altogether as naked as the day that he was born." Sorry about the singing, guys, but the story is about a king, and he wants a magic coat, and he gets a tailor. Yeah. And the tailor doesn't know what to do, and he's going to kill the tailor unless by the end of the week he's made a magic coat. So he said, "Oh, it's magic, it's invisible." And everyone in the land hears about it, so they go along with it. Yeah, I mean, most of the people will have heard the story, I know, but it's very, very relevant to the script. And because no one wants to appear stupid, right, are isolated, they'll say, oh, the king looks great in his new clothes. Until there's a kid that hasn't heard about it, and he says, oh, look at the king, he's in naked. And, the king is in his all together, and everyone then goes, yeah, they realise and they wake up to it. That's like the script.
Yeah.
Everyone's done it for so long. So this is how it... Now, the danger is... And I don't want to take too long on this section, I know. But the danger is that if we don't stop this script, if we don't put it down, we're going to pass it on to our kids. That's the danger, that we pass it on. Not by what we say, by what we do. If we're going to play small, if we're going to say, oh, I'm not there, how can I possibly be there? I'm not a superhero. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Most people are doing it, and you've got to look out there. That's what your kids will do. Your kids will do what you do. Gandhi said it, be the change. So that's how the script started. Don't pass it on, guys. You've got to be, like Ghostbusters, we've got to be script busters.
Thanks very much, Richard.
You're welcome.
Brilliant.